Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. This is episode 185 of the Daily 180, and we're continuing the series on the rules by moving on to rule number 8. Rule number 8 is one that actually was born out of a little bit of pain for me, and hopefully as I share it with you and share a little bit about where it came from, we'll be able to make sure that this is useful for you as we move forward. Rule 8 is never pass up a chance to spend time with family. When I was starting out my career in my younger years, one of the things that I did is I made a choice, and that choice was to make sure that I could move my career ahead as fast as possible by putting as much energy and time and effort into making sure that I was doing a good job, doing what my bosses needed me to do, and being where they needed me to be. That led me in a couple of career choices to be in a career where I traveled a lot. In fact, there was one particular month where I was on the road more days. I slept in a hotel more days in the month of November than I did in my own home in one particular month. I was on the road somewhere between 50 and 75% of the time for one job, and I swore to myself I'd never do that again. Only to find myself later on being offered a similar kind of a position where I spend 50 to 75% of my time on the road. Add to that an enthusiasm that I have for the performing arts and for opportunities to be able to use those skills and those abilities that I had worked so hard to develop when I was young and be able to continue to develop them and refine them led me to audition for shows and be very much available and in demand for being part of shows. I don't want to make it sound like I was a leading man in every show that I tried out for, but I was able to get in just about every one as a member of the ensemble or moving something forward in that nature. Long story short, I spent a lot of time doing things that I convinced myself were good, but missing the opportunity to spend time with my family. I watched my kids grow up and grow older. I watched them get to a point where we could have great conversations, and none of them have ever said to me, "Dad, I wish you were home more. Dad, I was mad that you weren't around more. Dad, I think you gypped us out of our childhoods." None of them have said that. And my wife has never said, "I wish you were home more so that you could take care of the house or do other kinds of things." None of them have said that. All of them have appreciated the time that I spent making sure that I could move my career forward. And as my avocation has moved forward, they've also enjoyed in those. But I will confess that there have been a lot of times where I have felt like I missed out. There are always going to be times that we're not going to be able to be with our family. There are always going to be times when we're going to have to make choices. Rule number 8 was simply there to remind me, when I've got time, choose to spend it with family. That has resulted in me making choices like when I go on a vacation, instead of taking my bike with me, just make sure I'm going on walks and hikes with my family. Instead of spending time playing video games when I'm home, which is something that I really enjoy doing, try and find ways to play card games or maybe tabletop games, board games, different things of that nature. Rule 8 is just a cautionary reminder. Never miss a chance to spend time with family. My name is Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. And hopefully today will be a better day because of what you've heard today. We'll see you next time.